A recently leaked screenshot, believed to be from an internal group chat at EE Media, shows the following content. A person whose profile picture appears to be Xin Qi made 3 statements. When hiring people in the future, make sure they're smarter. Don't bring every brain-dead idiot into the company. Deal with that ankle monitor video immediately. I don't care what methods you use. I don't want to see or hear about it online ever again. If this isn't handled properly, you can think about the consequences yourselves. You already screwed up once with the audio. Don't let me down this time. What followed was a series of identical replies. Yes, sir. At least 5 people are shown responding. This screenshot once again confirms our earlier judgment. Xin Qi is not an ordinary entertainment industry director, but rather a core family member of Xi Jinping, serving as Xi's political proxy within the entertainment industry. From this chat record, we can clearly observe several defining characteristics of totalitarian control, power behavior, and the operation of the entertainment industry. Below is a point-by-point analysis. 1. Xin Qi's identity. Publicly, Xin Qi is known as a film director. In reality, he functions as the ultimate behind-the-scenes decision-maker at EE Media, directly controlling corporate decisions, resources, artists, and the flow of sensitive information. As a core family member or bloodline proxy of Xi Jinping, his authority in the entertainment industry carries direct political backing and is by no means a purely commercial role. The screenshot shows that he can directly order the suppression of sensitive incidents, such as circulating videos of Yu Menglong being fitted with an electronic ankle monitor, as well as the audio from the night of the incident, a level of power far exceeding that of ordinary corporate executives or industry managers. 2. Xin Qi's manner and psychological traits. Xin Qi's tone is forceful and absolutely self-centered. He shows no respect for others in the group chat, demanding that the video be dealt with, no matter what methods are used, and threatening that you'll bear the consequences yourselves if it's not handled properly. His commands are absolute and exclusionary. The uniform obedience of his subordinates reflects a severely unequal power relationship, far beyond a normal workplace hierarchy. This behavioral pattern reflects the self-entitled psychology intrinsic to totalitarian hierarchies, fully aligning with the role of a political proxy for Xi Jinping. 3. Resources Xin Qi can mobilize. The chat record shows that with simple commands, Xin Qi can mobilize personnel and resources to suppress information, indicating that the handling of sensitive events is not constrained by platform rules. For subordinates, his authority is overwhelming and leaves virtually no room for negotiation, only obedience. This further confirms that he can leverage major online platforms, media outlets, and possibly broader data sources to precisely control the promotion or suppression of artists' work and manipulate their exposure. This also explains why the majority of the middle-class audience completely missed Yu Menglong, even though he remained active for 12 years. 4. Punishments. Xin Qi can impose beyond psychological intimidation. Xin Qi can likely impose internal punishments on company staff, such as demotions or disciplinary actions. For artists, the measures are far harsher. The phrase, "If it's not handled properly, the consequences are yours," illustrates how punishment is internalized through pressure. The repeated replies of, "Yes, sir," indicate that obedience and fear have already been deeply internalized. At the same time, the very leakage of this screenshot suggests contempt or subtle resistance among subordinates. 5. A glimpse of Xi Jinping-style totalitarian control. Through Xin Qi, under a totalitarian system, the entertainment industry is treated as an ideological and public opinion instrument. Any flow of information, artist image, or social impact can be perceived as a political threat. Xi Jinping's deep sense of insecurity drives him, whenever possible, to place core family members as proxies in sensitive industries, a strategy fully consistent with totalitarian logic. As the largest state-owned talent agency, EE Media is an ideal platform for this setup. It can control artists and resources, shape propaganda and public opinion, and operate grey zone industry chains that funnel funds for overseas united front and propaganda work. From a governance perspective, decisions that appear commercial are in fact extensions of political proxy control and ideological enforcement. This also explains why Media's contracts are notoriously exploitative. As early as 2005, its abusive contracts drew nationwide scrutiny, and 20 years later they remain unchanged, precisely because they serve the needs of a totalitarian regime. Even today, while lawsuits between artists and the company are frequent, they rarely gain widespread attention, likely due to traffic suppression and selective media silencing. 6. Inferring totalitarian logic from Yu Menglong's ordeal. Yu Menglong's career suppression, the severe controls imposed during his final 3 years, and the electronic ankle monitor reveal that under Xi Jinping, the entertainment industry, like many others, has become a front line of regime security. As a political proxy, Xin Qi's management of Yu Menglong, from issuing threats to controlling resources and enforcing surveillance, reflects the institutionalized approach of a totalitarian system to enforce compliance. 7. Ruthless threats and punishment in practice. The chat record and subordinates' reactions show that fear of Xin Qi was very real. Even those who did not personally experience his punishments had likely heard of or witnessed them. Yu Menglong's personal experiences illustrate this pattern. His music career was immediately negated upon signing with Media. He was forced to restart as an actor. Rising popularity was deliberately suppressed. He endured public humiliation and resource denial. Long-term psychological and physical abuse persisted. He was monitored 24/7 by Du Qiang during his final 3 years, and ultimately, violence escalated to his death. These punitive methods align closely with the institutionalized, escalating mechanisms typical of totalitarian systems. They demonstrate how Xin Qi's behavior internalizes the logic of supreme power, translating systemic control into direct coercion over individuals, and exemplify the practical enforcement of the broader totalitarian logic outlined above. 8. The authenticity of the electronic ankle monitor incident. Xin Qi directly references the ankle monitor video in the screenshot, confirming that the incident did occur. Combined with previously recorded fan videos and related discussions on Xiaohongshu, the incident's authenticity is beyond doubt. The extreme effort to silence the issue suggests grey zone operations and indicates that Xin Qi could bypass law enforcement and judicial procedures to obtain the use of an electronic ankle monitor, further highlighting his exceptional status. From this perspective, the incident itself directly points to Xin Qi's extraordinary identity and power position. 9. Subordinate contempt. The leak of the screenshot shows that while subordinates publicly responded with, "Yes, sir," they may internally harbor contempt or subtle resistance. This reveals that even within a totalitarian system, power is never completely monolithic. No matter how concentrated authority becomes, it cannot entirely erase humanity's instinctive resistance to injustice and power abuse. Conclusion. Xin Qi's chat screenshot exposes his true role as a core family member of Xi Jinping and a political proxy in the entertainment industry, while also displaying the characteristic behavioral patterns of a totalitarian agent. It further confirms that culture and entertainment have been harnessed for propaganda and regime security purposes under Xi Jinping, and underscores the structural inevitability of Yu Menglong's fate. In the internet age, even when totalitarian proxies attempt to manipulate information digitally, videos and online fragments inevitably leave traces, enabling the public to gradually piece together the truth. More than 4 months have passed since Yu Menglong's death, yet the issue has not faded. On the contrary, as additional fragments surface and public attention intensifies, the outline of the case becomes ever clearer. This shows that extreme injustice can compel people to overcome fear, recognize the importance of fairness and justice, and courageously speak out or take action. It also reveals how those long enclosed within an echo chamber of power arrogance come to believe their authority is omnipotent, an illusion exposed by the persistence of truth. The contempt of Xin Qi's subordinates, together with the public's gradual awakening, shows that totalitarian power cannot maintain its grip indefinitely. When fear subsides, those who should truly be afraid are the ones who have accumulated crimes against the innocent.